Alright, so here is our opening hand. It might seem kind of weird, right? We have the visas, we have we have 3 tier names, and we have a talent in hand. So we can't really do anything but normal summon Rhino Heart sending the Shiren. And of course we're gonna shuffle back the Havness in hand, because we don't want this in our hand anymore, right? We want this to be milled at some point, and then we could do our whole fusing thing there. Okay, so obviously we just go into the tried and true fusion summon Kitkalos. And then that adds Celiac to our hand. And then now we have Tier Cash on the board. Now we're gonna mill 8. Okay, so we milled several things. First we have a Destrudo off of the Tier Cash. Always good, right? That's gonna enable our Synchro plays for the cost of half of our life points. And we also milled Perform Mage Trick Clown. But yeah, so we have Trick Clown and Destrudo, which are now, going to summon themselves. So there's Trick Clown and now Destrudo. It becomes a level 3. So then we could go into a Barone if we wanted to. We're just gonna pop the Tier Cash with the Visas. And then we're gonna mill 2 more. We just milled 2 Horus names. Doesn't really matter at this point, but it will in a moment. Okay, so now we go into our Barone. And now we link Trick Clown into Artemis, which only requires 1 spellcaster, level 4 or lower, right? And now we link it to Cross Sheep. We're gonna do something that's very common in Vanadium, which is go into Astrolaud. And then we're gonna summon off Rhino Heart off of that. We're gonna link Climb now into Protect Code Talker, into Firewall Dragon. Protect Code summons itself by banishing Artemis and Cross Sheep, which allows Firewall Dragon to add back Imseti to our hand. Imseti sending talents for Sark and a copy of Ash Blossom. Pretty crazy, right? So now, because of Firewall Dragon, we are now allowed to do our whole Horus combo without even opening any of the Horus cards. Okay, so now we summon the 2 Horuses, and then overlay into Zombie Vampire, milling 4 more. And now we get Shiren. Havness is gonna activate. And we're gonna fuse into Rukalos. Okay, now we're gonna link again into Firewall Singularity. We're gonna set Celiac, and then, yeah, we have so many interruptions. We have the Barone, we have the Rukalos, we have the Ash Blossom, Celiac, and even Firewall Singularity. Okay, so they open with Waltz of the Imperial 2. They're gonna add Imseti, sure. And then they're gonna put back 1 card into the deck. They're gonna use Imseti, but we're gonna use Ash here, cutting them off from the tomb and additional draw. But they can still summon their Horus cards off of the field spell. Okay? So they summoned 2, overlaid into Lancelot. We're gonna force the negate with Celiac, and then we're just gonna pop it with Barone. Now they have 3 cards, and we still have several things to do on our turn, or on their turn. Okay, they summoned Unicorn. They used Theosis, and then we use Rukalos to negate that. We're gonna send Shiren. And now, because Shiren left the field and went into the grave, we can now activate Singularity to bring back one of our monsters, right? One of our Cyberus monsters from the grave. And then they're gonna trigger Unicorn. That doesn't really matter. Okay, and now Shiren also activates to fuse. So we're gonna summon Kaleido Heart. And Firewall Dragon back. So they're gonna banish the Kitkalos, but now we have the Kaleido Heart activation. We haven't even bounced or spun back anything with Singularity and Firewall Dragon. And of course they leave. I mean, what else could they have done? Okay, so we are going second against Fire King Snake Eyes, and they pretty much have access to anything that they want, right? Okay, they open with Bonfire, adding Ash, normal Ash, and then now we chain Havness. So they're gonna use the Maxi here, and I was like, you know what? Let's play this game. I'll also use Maxi. So you either called by it or use Ash. So they just use called by, negating both of our Maxis. Okay, so now there's Havness, and Havness mills 3 cards. We have Gamma, Imseti, and Snow. We can't really use Snow right now because, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards to banish. Snow can't banish itself, obviously, to summon itself. So that's pretty much all of our interaction on this turn. Okay, then now they summon the Poplar, use the field spell, setting Oak, link into Link Karibo, and then use Ash to summon Flamberg. Now they link into Dark, which can summon Imseti from my grave, and then of course Flamberg triggers, summoning 2 level 1 monsters. So now they have a full board of monsters, including my Imseti. They link into the Princess, getting back their Snaky Boy. Yep, there he is, in Royal Rare. And link into the Swarm Ship. Here it was kind of getting weird. I get why they would do this. They would link into the Doolittle instead of IP. It's because they have Fire King Sanctuary, right? You're gonna want to pop something with this, with the field spell, I mean Fire King Island, to search out one of your Fire King monsters from your deck to your hand. And popping this actually gets you a fire monster from your grave. Nothing really stands out in the grave. I feel like you would want the monsters in here to stay here for this turn. But, you know, I kind of get it. I feel like if I was piloting his hand, I would have popped the Flamberg earlier in the turn instead of linking it off into the Dark. But, you know. Alright, so now there's Fire King Island. We pop the Link 2, adding Garunix. Doolittle activates, adding Poplar back to their hand. And then Garunix summons itself. And now Garunix is gonna pop Onyx from the deck. They're gonna set Snow in my back row. We thought we kind of like discussed it after the game. I feel like putting Havness into my back row instead of Snow would have prevented me from, like, you know, potentially fusing more than once on my turn, because I don't really have a way to get rid of a Havness, right, on my spell trap zone. Okay, so the bird adds itself to their hand. We use Foolish, sending Trivia Karma. Trivia Karma activates, and we get Pearl Rhino off of it. Activate Pearl Rhino, adding Tier Cash, summon it, banishing Meta Noise. We mill 3, and again, look at our disastrous mills. We have 2 Ash Blossoms and a Driver. Like, just looking at the state of the game, right? It seems like we're pretty much about to lose. Okay, Rhoda for Rhino Heart effect, sending Shiren. They're gonna use this now to get our Snow. Okay, so now we fuse into good old Kitkalos. And then Kitkalos effect. And then we chain Pearl and Rhino, popping the Snow. Snow activates, booking our Kitkalos. But again, it doesn't really matter because it's about to get fused anyways. Another option here was popping the Kitkalos, right? Because then that would just force the mill 5 off of it. So now Havness triggers, we're gonna fuse Kitkalos anyways into the Rukalos. So now that trades the activation for the princess. So now they don't really have anything left, right? We know what they had in hand. And in the grave, nothing else is really triggering. And they've already activated Flambird. So now we go into our Cross Sheep. We're gonna banish all non-essential cards into Fairy Tale Snow under Cross Sheep. We're gonna book the bird. It doesn't really matter. But we're gonna summon back a monster, and there is our Rhino Heart. Again, Fairy Tale Snow is a level 4 spellcaster, so we can go into Artemis, linking into Protect Code Talker, and into Firewall Dragon. Protect Code Talker summons itself, banishing 2. Oh, we can add back. This is my favorite thing to do with the deck, right? We're gonna mill our Horus cards. We don't want to draw them, because we can just add them with Firewall Dragon. Okay, so now we Imseti in the middle of our turn, adding King Sarcophagus, drawing another card, activate Sark, and then we're gonna draw 2 more with Talents. And we're just drawing 2 to, get more discard fodder for King Sarcophagus. Okay, so we're just gonna send the Horus names. There we go, all 3. And that's 1, 2, and 3. Now we go for the Zombie Vampire. Activate Zombie Vampire. And now we're gonna mill, summoning back another Imseti, link 3 away for the Singularity, of course. And then we're gonna bounce back these 2 monsters. We're gonna fuse into good old Vicious Astrolaud, and of course we're not gonna pop anything. So we use King Sarcophagus' effect to just send the bird away, and then that triggers Singularity, summoning back Fireball Dragon. And again here, a bit of a misplay. I should have put Astrolaud in this zone, so then Fireball Dragon would be co-linked with Singularity, and then next turn, if there was a next turn, we could use its effect again. And then we just attack for game. That's pretty fun, right? Like, this is the first time I played Tearlament and had fun. Okay, so I guess we're always doing this. So if we activate Unicorn, we're gonna Sulic it away, but then we use Heartbeat on Sulic, and then we should be fine. I'm not really sure how many interactions they're willing to spend on Heartbeat Unicorn. They do have the Shufflers and everything, and Snow as well. I guess we start activating stuff, or do we just move to battle? We go to battle, we head over this. That's one thing less to worry about. And then they have still the same amount of stuff. They probably just use Snow in battle. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use you. See if we can get some interaction going. If they banish Unicorn, I can just summon it back with Birth. I mean, that seems weird. You're gonna have a hard time losing this one. I guess we could do this now, right? We'll just banish Heartbeat and see what happens. Is there any reason you would end on an SP instead of an IP on your first turn? Aside from you don't have any materials to play with? Okay, well we can get that back with Birth, so that's not a problem. Oh look! Perfect. Are you letting this happen? Okay, they're thinking really hard on Clown. Alright, that's one Shuffler down. Okay, what else did they hit? everything. Right. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna use Birth. Summon back good old Tier Cache, yes? Negating this, eh? And this is gonna do the whole send and thing. Yep. Alright. Alright, so 3 things left. We have Sulik, a book, and a shuffler. Alright. We can do this. Probably. Okay, so there's Rhino Heart. Okay. Abness. Okay, so that's the last miller, or a shuffler. We can now go into you. Perfect. Okay, so activate you. Send Vsauce. They have a snow left. Okay. Let's get you. Here is Imseti. Okay, so there's knowing that. Don't we just win? That's gonna book a thing. Okay, hopefully it's not this one. Because we kind of need Rhino Heart, right? Okay. Cool. So we could SP into something? So this into destroying what? Rukalos? Does the same thing, right? Because then they could negate it with Sulik, but then the Rukalos is gone for good. Okay, so let's just pop that. I think leaving the unicorn up is probably better. And head over you. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards for snow. So they have 1 snow activation, getting rid of everything. I wonder if they play any more links. Battle phase. Okay, so there's our unicorn. So that's what, a hand trap? No, it's imperm. Okay, that seems pretty good. So we would imperm tier cache for all that does. I mean, I'm not gonna go into zombie vampire. Okay, this one doesn't lose to imperm. Special summon. Special summon. And then flip. We just win now, right? Okay, so we attack over you. We attack over you. And now we attack with you, and then that forces out the snow. Then they lose everything. Okay. So we need to banish all cards in grave and one card on the field for this. Okay. What is this last card? Yeah, I think I'm comfortable leaving it at this. No need to get fancy or anything. We could go into Cross Sheep and Little Knight as well. Just get rid of this. I think that seems fine, right? Or do we just want these monsters on the board? I think we'll leave it on the board. Don't they do stuff if something leaves my field? Yeah, I can get my stuff back. I can get my Rhino Heart back. Nice. So, we played through 2 Millers, Snow, Barone SP, Sulik, and Rucolas. No Firewall needed.